Boys, it's time to get educated. The new year, new resolution, and maybe it's time to stop playing games and finding some female. And it seems like Jinny can give us some hint. I'm really curious if I can learn one or two things, so without further ado,
hi YouTube. Welcome
let's go.
back, ladies and gentlemen, to
Hello.
another class of Reese 104. I am
Reese
continuing
104.
my class because a lot of people request.
Wait a minute, did I skip some lesson? Well, I'm already recording this video, so perhaps let me know if we should do a little bit more of this series.
For more classes. You have to pee. You can go pee now while I'm clearing the board.
No, I think I cannot do it.
Today, I'm gonna tell you guys the signs
Okay.
and hints that women give when they're interested in you. What do you think?
Okay, this is really interesting, and I really appreciate a female, not actual males, standing in front of the board. So I hope she's know what she's doing or what she's talking about.
Interested in you, chat. No sex, no sex. They don't f***ing do
God
sex
damn.
right away, bitches. My guest over here
Yeah, that's
is
true.
a Mr. Pengu. This is going to be my temporary crush for today. Number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through like some obvious shit first. Just keep touching you. As in, like for example, if this guy says something, oh blah 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 blah, I'm like, oh my god, you're so funny, and then touch on the arm.
Oh yeah, that
and
happens
that's,
all
like,
the
first
time.
sign. It's like very
But then they tell me we're just friends, so I'm a little bit confused now.
mild, very tiny touch. Therefore, a lot of men
Tiny
just, like,
touch?
don't really care for it or don't really know, but like just be aware that women, if they're not really into you at all, they wouldn't even want to touch you at all.
I would say most of the guys, even though they might not gonna show, they notice they being touched, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they know about what's going on. And let's be real, maybe as you get older, it might gotta be a little bit different. But I would say when you like in your high school or maybe in a college year or maybe later 20s, I would say most of the guys would think that if the woman touch you, they want you to, bang in the bed like right away. Or maybe I just grew up in a really different environment and every other guy thought this way, but might gotta be
Or
different
if they
country,
have something on
different
their face, instead of
tastes.
telling them, you just like remove it for them, like, you have something on your face. That kind of stuff is obviously the person is into you. Number 2,
Okay.
if
Or maybe she's so bothered that she cannot handle it anymore.
text messages continues until late night and keep talking, that obviously both of you guys are into each other.
Oh yeah, I
I dated more people than you. Because I have
This is funny. Also, I would say this is a really great hint because obviously I gotta say I hate messaging. If I cannot type on my keyboard because I typing relatively fast, I hate to typing it on the phone. So if I texting with someone like really late, that has to be like huge commitment, not gonna lie.
have guy friends who I've been talking to literally months because I replied really late and then he also replied like late too. It's just like the conversation doesn't really end because we're like friends. We're just like checking up, like, oh yeah, so what's up, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's friends.
Also, the
Very
time
important
difference can be
to
tricky.
know the difference between if you text every day and then you text constantly, like replies fast all the time, and then it goes until nighttime, that means she's into you. Okay, so don't confuse with the friendship conversation. Number 3, she's
I think-
curious about your
50 or 60, maybe even 80% guys at this point would be confused already.
plan. If she's constantly asking, so what's your plan tomorrow? What are you gonna do on this weekend? She's also kind of hinting you to ask her out as well, I think.
Really?
Like, I never ask a guy like, hey, what do you do on the weekend? Out of nowhere. So yeah, if she's curious.
Am I the only one? I got these questions and like, why you ask? Just a conversation. And when I ask, what about you? Well, I'm super busy, so I don't know.
Plan, then highly probably that she is into you. Okay? Number 4, asking about personal questions, such as,
Okay.
how's your childhood like?
My therapist must
No!
want a lot of sex.
Okay, then Helen, therapist is a different situation. You get detention.
A lady was asking me for my ATM personal identification number last night. Do I have a shot?
Yeah, definitely. She's on to you.
No, don't give it to them because they might want to scam you. Okay? I
Oh,
have
really?
to tell you guys about everything. This is a common sense.
Oh, is it?
Like there were situations application like Facebook, blah blah blah, message, and then they flirt with you and blah 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 blah. And then like, oh, I want to go see you, but
Wait a minute, do I need to have a Facebook? Okay.
I don't have money. Can you send it to my bank account? That kind of shit, don't fall for it. But anyway, asking about
Okay,
your
so
personal
not
questions,
falling for
not
money,
that
got it.
Personal, but personal questions such as how was your life before? That kind of stuff. No, you don't ask how big your cock is. We don't ask that kind of stuff. It means
Oh, really?
runs to you. No.
I feel like I met him wrong. I'm getting a little bit confused here. I feel like I'm living in the wrong country.
About you more, right? That's why she's asking that question, which means she's obviously into you. Because if she's
Okay.
not into you, why would she ask?
But
that
I don't like to
question?
talk about my childhood.
Very, very good sign. Okay, women touch their phone all the time. I touch my phone all the time. Everybody touches their phone. All the
Yeah,
time.
that's so
But
true.
I'm
I
the guy that I don't really touch my phone. I just focus on the person. Probably.
Not gonna lie, this is something that kind of bothers me, and to me personally, I don't use a phone at all, believe me or not, unless I have to type like 3-person, which including my family members. I hate texting and using the phone so much that if you probably call me, if I'm available for, I don't know, something, I might not gonna even pick it up. I constantly have it on do not disturb. But why I'm saying it, because when I went on a date with a girl, obviously I need to bring a phone, you know, just in case we got lost and like we haven't see each other, things like that. But if we are having, for instance, coffee or going for a dinner or, you know, anything, basically having a date, it really bothers me so much. Some girls just have to be constantly on a phone. But also I would say this might be tricky, guys, because that might not gonna means that she's not into you, that also might gonna mean she's a little bit too addicting to the phone. Because I personally experienced girls who been into me, but also just like to text so much that it feels like a, you know, they having like a third hand, like a second nature, which might be the problem with today's society, and I don't like the way it's going, but just keep that in mind. It might be confusing again.
So obsessed with social media, if they don't watch their phone while they're with you, then that's like 99% she's into you. If her phone battery is dead, that doesn't count. But
God damn.
if she has her phone batteries and she
But if you got the battery charger, the power bank, she's gonna be into you, huh?
she's just hanging out with you all the time, she's just looking at you, focusing on you, you know, not looking at her phone, then she's into you, you can ask her out. Okay, number 6. She copies you, like what you say and do. If she does this, she's also into you. For example,
I think
let's
she
say
doesn't want to
the
do
guy
this.
I like is using "oh Lord" all the time. Then I might be using
Oh, Lord."
Lord" or something like that. Also, I think it's like
Oh,
if I
really?
spend a lot of times together with the person, then I automatically do that though. So it's not. It doesn't mean that I like them. So it's not.
I actually, yeah, I kind of understand where she going. I would say not the specific words, but the tone you saying a certain words. I would say, yeah, that makes sense.
100% the case. But if she copies what you do, that's a little bit of a flattery. So for example, like you say, right, yeah, you're right. If you say
Right.
right 2 times, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden she never did it, and then she all of a sudden say,
Or maybe she gonna become like we seeing in some movies, she gonna become a stalker, like gonna be so obsessed with you, and as soon as you reject her, you're gonna have a living hell.
yeah, right. So yeah, I think it works both ways, but not always. Or number 7, if it looks like her friends know about you, very good sign, because she's talking about you all the time to her
Yeah,
friends. Women,
that's good.
oh my god, I met this guy the other night.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so cute. Oh my god, really? So what's happening?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
confirm that
we
this is
talked a
really
little bit,
common.
And then he said this is the sweetest thing.
But
Oh
when
my
it comes
god,
to the
really?
guy about the
Oh my
girl,
god,
it's
we
not
should
the
get married.
same.
I know, that'd be so good. Actual conversation that I had with my friends. Her friends know about you, then she's 100% into you. Oh my god,
Okay.
I've heard so much about you. Even though you've never met, you've heard a lot about me. There is a situation, maybe she might have talked about you because you were being creepy. Because women also do talk about this. Like, this guy
This
is
can
literally the
happen as
creepiest
well,
guy I've
yeah.
ever met. Like, he does this. Oh my god, he's so weird. We have that
Yeah.
kind of conversation too. But it's like, hi. Yeah.
Yeah, we heard
Honestly,
about you, got it.
You're a creep.
No, man.
You know, if
Yeah.
it's obvious uncomfortableness showing on her face, then that's probably not a good sign. Okay, number
Oh my
8.
god.
If she's
This class is so difficult, dude. And we not even like halfway there.
trying new stuffs that share interests, not sex. For example, if the guy that I have a
Why
crush on
not?
says rock climbing, like bouldering, if I really like.
Oh my god, guys. Obviously I'm not gonna say how many dates I used to have, but I gotta say, if you wanna go for a date, from my personal experience, don't do any dating activities that including some sports activity. That usually, at least in my case, never done well.
Like them, then I'll be like, oh really? I want to try too. I'm really bad at it, but I want to try too. Or playing games. It's a good example. I play games. I play like League of Legends. Oh my god.
Oh my
I've
god,
never
rest
played
in
it. Can I
peace.
also try it? Trying new stuff that she never.
Guys, if she really want to try League of Legends, you gotta marry that person. You gotta marry her. Simple as that.
Done, but she's doing it for you to share interest, then obviously she's into you. If you guys are having conversation and then you're like, yeah, I'm into gaming, and she's like, you're into gaming? Oh, I never play
Freaking
games.
weirdo.
She's probably not really into you. Compliments you a lot. Obvious. Let's say you're driving, and then she's like, oh my god, you're driving
Oh, you
so
try.
well. Or
I thought, you're driving so fast.
you're so good at the game. Or you just say random shit, and then she say, oh my god, you're so smart.
Never happened to me, but I said a lot of random shit and they always be, oh, you're so funny. Does this mean the same thing?
Into you. Like, for example, you open the water bottle for her. Oh my god, you're so strong.
Oh, you're so smart.
She uses
You know how to open the
name
bottle.
when calling you. If she calls you like, yo, hey, what's up? Yo, bitch. Like, kind of shit. Like, not really to you. But, for example, let's say this guy is showing Valentine, and we're just hanging out, but then if we're friends and if I'm not into him, I'll be like, yo, I mean, if she's like just talking to you and then just keep saying like, calling your name, hi Johnny, or like,
Okay.
Johnny, what do you think about this? Really, Johnny, you're so funny. Like that kind of shit. It's like keep calling your name into you. 11.
What if she forgot my name?
Just like in general, like, hey, I'm gonna do bungee jumping. Be careful, like when you're doing it. Same
Oh, yeah.
with men too. Yeah, if a man or women, or if they're worried about you, then yeah, like you know, both means like they like each other, right? Women naturally have a maternal instinct. They like to care about you, you know, worries about you.
Yeah,
Maternal
that's why we
instinct.
like
If
women.
she likes you, and then she kind of like acting like your mom a little bit. I think that's also a good sign that she could be into you a little bit. Men
Yeah,
also
kinda.
have this kind of instinct. If you like a woman, you want to protect her, right?
Yeah, I would say I might gonna offend so I gotta be maybe a little bit politically correct since I'm doing the reaction, but I would say we as a man, at least me personally, I kinda want to date a girl who seems to be a little bit fragile, right? And we kinda want to feel the need to protect, to being that like muscular pillar. What the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah, we basically wants to protect women, let's say. Well,
Same thing
yeah.
for women. They have maternal instinct, and then because of that, if they like you, then they would naturally worry about you more. It's
That's
not
a huge
really
deal, to
any
be
kind of
honest.
stuff. It's just like instinct kind of stuff.
Because I would say, if you are a good-looking person, or maybe wealthy, or maybe having, you know, a six-pack, or maybe all of it, then there is also a chance that you are being dated kinda as a toy, speaking from my experience. So the fact that the person gonna care about you is actually really good. So again, this is fucking complicated, I would say. I'm more into dating you as like a physical creature than they don't care about your soul, if that kind of makes sense. So if she cares about you genuinely, that's really amazing sign. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
12.
was
She makes
about to
stupid
say.
dumbass joke, and she's like, "You're so stupid. No, you silly." Okay, like
Yeah,
for
that happens to
example,
me all
when
the
I
time.
don't like the person, and then it makes a weird joke. Oh, yeah. Ew.
Oh,
If
it's-
I like the person, you're silly. You see, if she's laughing and smiling all the time, she laughs at
That's
every
good.
joke you make. Highly possibly that she likes you. Highly
Yeah.
possibly, but not all the time, because some women are kind of like tsundere, or like they don't want to show that they like you. Some women actually
Okay.
might act more cold towards you. If she's like particularly kind of mean to you, this is complicated, but she might.
That actually happened to me as well. I literally thought that that person is like so cold, like I got no chance whatsoever. So I was like, okay, walk away. I'm gonna leave this train. The train is gone. And the other day, like, yo, what's up, bitch? And yeah, we started dating. Like, what the fuck?
Also be into you, could be some type of person who doesn't want to show their emotions at all. Protective mechanism. So they might just be like, what are you talking about? And then they might particular act like
It's
trying
so
to be into
weird.
you, but then
Take
they
off your
actually like
pants.
you. There are situations like that. Every person is different. Okay, 13. This is important too. If she's talking about her life story, I don't really share my personal like story with people randomly. I don't do that.
Really?
If I like the person, I want to know more about the person, and then I feel like if I open up first, then the other person will open up too. If
Yeah,
share
I
her
can
life
understand, but I also would say, from my experience, this doesn't count at all. Unless the girl having some, you know, trauma from her past. That's the only exceptions, I would say.
something like that, that means she's interested in you because she also wants you to share about your life story as well. You share with us
yeah.
because I'm a yapper, I'm a streamer, bro. Number 14. She keeps asking your help opening up water bottle. Can't reach, too short. Keep asking you about like small, tiny help. That's because she wants to activate men's protective instinct. She needs
Interesting.
help. I should help her. I should protect her. You know, before dating stage.
Okay.
You know, if she's like, "Can you do this for me?" Like that kind of stuff.
So
Yeah,
many
like homework,
customers want
things
sex
like
from
that.
me when they can't
You
reach the top
work
shelf.
there. How many? You are.
This domino is so good.
You're suspended. Okay, like that's a woman's way of flirting with you. Can you zip this up for me? It's just like trying to be cutesy, trying to.
I got some cases where the task was like so silly, like why are you even asking me? But maybe I should just shut my mouth and do the thing, but there were some like very silly moments. I don't remember which one was it, but it was like so trivial that instead of like, oh, can you show me like where is it? And I'm like, it's literally right there. Okay, never mind.
Get a little bit of help trying to.
Basically, I would say don't make it too much like full of us. So if it's something like really stupid that even the guys can like figure it out, it's stupid. I think you kind of need to level up this game.
Interacting with you more, that's like they could be the way of flirting. 15. This is very good hint actually. If she remembers things that you said, then it's
Oh
good.
my
for
god.
example, let's say
This
you
is a
talk
game
about
changer.
How you like to eat cheesecake. That's like months ago. And then you went to cafe and then like
Yeah,
oh,
that's
you
almost
like
waifu
cheesecake.
material, not gonna lie.
Did I tell you before? Yeah, you told me before. If she remembers that kind of stuff, then obviously she's into you. Otherwise, she wouldn't really remember. Number 16.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is
That 15 was so good.
This is body language. Very important. Her body moves, leaning towards you, talking like this, versus talking like this. Uh-huh.
Ah, okay, got
leaning
it.
towards you. You see the difference? Because she basically wants to be closer to you. Leaning towards you and listening to you like this, she's more comfortable with you as well. I don't want you to be alone forever. That's the reason why I'm giving you guys this tips, Alex. Yeah, if she's not into you, she'd be like far away and then just talking to you like at this distance.
Or maybe she's shy.
This is fact. It means she's
And
supposed
we
to be
getting to the
17.
complicated
Messing with
vicious
hair,
cycle again.
kinda like keep checking her. I do this all the time because I'm a streamer.
I don't know
want
about
to
the hair
look
though.
Good, presentable on stream. So I always like touch my hair, put powder. For me, in my case, I mess with my hair all the time. I think this is like 60-70%. It depends on the person. But if she's like keep checking her out and then messing with her hair, like because she likes you, she wants to look good to you, so she become a little bit more insecure when she's with you. So she's keep like.
I don't know
making sure
about
the
this
hair
one,
looks
to be
good,
honest.
making sure, like,
Because sometimes when the girl going on a date, she make her, you know, hair like so stylish that she might not even want to touch it, so she not gonna mess up with the hair, things like that. I would say like when you like rolling this and like, oh, it's so sexy and things like that, you know, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, there are a few points so far I not sure about it.
good. Yeah, so if she's keep doing that, then obviously it's kind of like a sign that she's into you, I guess. Twirling and
I guess.
Number 18. If she sends
Yeah.
cute selfies, what if she sent nudes? Then she's obviously into you. But also, I
Oh, is she?
personally think sending nudes to anybody is stupid. And
What if I pay her
Like, for
$5 per
example,
month?
What are you doing right now? Drinking water. That kind of shit. It's kind of silly, but it's cute. So yeah, if they send cute selfies
Okay.
to you, good sign. Very good sign. Number 19.
Okay, so
You
selfies,
reschedule
no
your
nudes, got
plans
it.
To hang out and date with you. Let's say you say, okay, what do do you do on Saturday? Do you want to do something together? And then let's say she already had like appointment, and then she would reschedule. But you won't really know unless
That's a huge
unless
commitment.
She's like, oh, I think I have plans on Saturday, but you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna see if I can change it. If she
Ooh.
just tells you like that, then obviously she's into you. First of all, she wouldn't come out and hang out with you if she wasn't really into you to begin.
Unless this is a concert of Taylor Swift, right? She would do it regardless.
For in my case, I don't tell. I do reschedule, but I don't tell. So it's hard to know if she does this. And obviously she's into you. Now, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is my way of flirting. And then if guys are also kind of like very good at catching, this works all the time. Making eye contact.
I am so terrible at this.
No, it's not like that. What you do is like you make an eye contact, right? But when they also look at you, you like kind of look away, and then you do your stuff, and then also make eye contact. It's like
this is so fucking complicated, not gonna lie.
If this happens constantly, it means she's into you. And then I know because whenever as I said, I'm not really good at going and asking people out if I like them or if I find them attractive. But what I do is I make eye contact. Then after 3 or 4 times of eye contact, they would come over to me, and then they would be like,
okay, show me how does it look like.
Blah, 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 and then they would talk and they would ask my Instagram or my number. Works like a charm.
I am so confused with this one because like what determines the like proper eye contact? Like obviously when I'm talking to women or like any kind of person, I'm always looking straight at the eyes, and sometimes it feels the tension is, you know, like not that much good, so I kind of like need to blink, so I'm not gonna be like blinking towards them, so I'm gonna just look away and right back at it. I don't know, this one is complicated.
As a flirting option to give you a sign. If you catch her like looking at you multiple times, then go and ask her number. I was at this bar and then the bartender was cute. And then we made split eye contact multiple seconds. The bartender came over to me and then offered me free drink, asked for my number.
And then ask you for buy more drink.
What I'm saying is like it works. This is a sign that women give. So ladies and gentlemen, this was very...
I mean, there could also be a fact that she's a bartender. She could be also a little bit like a womanizer, speaking from some personal experience. I've never been bartender, but I know some people who are. So keep that in mind, Jinny. Maybe we can collab and I can give you hints about the guys too.
Long class, but yeah, there were so many hints that women give, and then this would be so useful to you guys if you keep these in mind to know if women likes you or not.
I mean,
Jinny, I'm gonna ask my optician for her number.
I repeated this multiple times. If they're doing a
the chat is so
service
funny.
because you're paying them, that's not a... What is wrong with you guys? I think if you keep these in mind, you can for sure like understand, oh, if she's into me or not. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good job. Class dismissed.
That was really tough class, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, now I can see how to understand men. Tips on how to date women. Guys, I think we got another content. So if you like this one, we can continue. This is actually really entertaining and funny at the same time. But the fact she said, keep that in mind, these 20 very specific and detailed lessons. As a male, I already remember like 10% of it. Just guys, keep that in mind. We playing some 3D chess here. Sometimes it can be really complicated. Unless you're having a really bank account and you can see it. But anyway, this was fun. I hope you had fun as well. So make sure to like the video. Original will be in the description and perhaps see you next time. Have a lovely day. Take care.